Obviously, there is a lot of change here with the Cincinnati Bengals this year, and the word I continue to hear from inside the locker room is energy. Energy. There's a new energy about this team. Do you think that's, and I know you can't speak for them, but do you think that's real? Do you think that's legitimate? There is a different energy here?
I think, it speaks to a little bit of what you're talking about, the newness of the situation. I think that guys got energized immediately. Right, wrong, or indifferent, that's a part of this business is change. And they're excited about it, I think, and we're trying to keep building on it and feed off it and make, hopefully take us in the right direction we want to go this year.
Looking at this defense as a whole, and this is a hard question to answer because you haven't even had them out there for training camp, but when you look at the personnel you have, does it look like a personnel grouping to you that can do something special this year?
Yeah, I think that at each level of the defense, I think there's guys that have played winning football in this league, both at up front, linebacker, and DB. So if we can get them all on the same page, playing to their potential, at each level, then we'll have a chance to be pretty good. And that's obviously our goal is to be the best we can and put a winning performance out every Sunday.
So that's the team. I want to talk about you now. Someone put you like in an interrogation room and shined a big light in your face and said, Coach, what do you want your defense to look like as far as a philosophy? What kind of a defensive coach are you?
I want guys to play. I want us, when the opponents leave the field, I want us to for those guys, some of the comments you'd like to see the next day is, boy, that's a smart defense. They don't hurt themselves. Those guys play really fast. Those guys are tough. If you can come out of a game with those type of, felt like that as your own staff as well as the opponent, then I think, you're going to win a lot of football games because you don't make the unforced errors. You are making good decisions, and if we can do that, we'll be just fine.
Smart, fast, and tough.
Yeah.
It's kind of timeless in football,
absolutely.
isn't it? To kind of have those kind of qualities?
No question. And I think that it goes a long way with good teams, And you don't typically say, wow, those guys make a ton of error, and oh, by the way, they play really good defense. It doesn't work that way. So if we can eliminate that, play really fast, get the guys believing in what their techniques are, and we should be fine.
It is an entire new coaching staff, almost from top to bottom. Is there a year grace period in the NFL for coaches?
No.
Is there a learning curve
No.
that they allow you to come in here, get your feet wet?
No, I'll answer that before you finish.
Okay.
No.
Is that fair?
It is what it is. That's the world we live in. So when we sign up for this, we kind of realize that, hey, everybody wants to see instant success, and that's a part of it. I think there is a process that it does take some time. New system, new coaches, new players. So we'll see where it goes, but nobody's surprised by anything these days, I think, in this league. And, so I don't even think about that stuff. Just go coach and do the best you can and see what happens.
Instant success. I know it's hard to tangibly define what success is for any organization. Can you define what you would think instant success would be here at Cincinnati?
Yeah, I think, as we sit here today, I think as long as we do some of the things I mentioned early, where we go out and we don't commit error, we don't make mistakes, we don't have things where we don't have dumb penalties, we don't do things where guys are making error and not playing together. If we can play together, play really fast, I think we'll be happy with the results that come from that.
Very specific question here. The linebacker play was really criticized in this city last year. Do you believe you have the pieces in place to make this core of linebackers better than what they were last year?
Yeah, I think we do. I think you got a guy Preston Brown who's healthy. Was not healthy after game one last year, so you're playing with a bad ankle. That doesn't help anybody. But he's a tough guy and he played. So. And then a combination of the young guys that we brought in, both drafted and undrafted, as well as guys like Nick Vigil and guys like that who have been in the system now been in the program for a couple of years. 2 and 3 year veterans, they're still young guys. So we're looking forward to all those guys to come back and be successful.
Jermaine Pratt is extremely young.
Yeah.
He's a rookie.
Yeah.
Is it too much to ask? Is it far-fetched to think he could come in here and be a difference maker year one?
No, I don't think so. I think, we don't want to put a limit on anybody, so we'll kind of ease them into things and see how it goes. But that's why we have the preseason. That's why we have preseason games to kind of see, hey, where are these guys at and what they're doing and where their level's at. And if he can handle 50, 60 snaps a game, he'll get them. If he can, he won't. You know, it'll all be based on how they perform, and we'll go from there. But he's an interesting guy, to say the least. He's got some qualities that you like as a linebacker.
I feel like I'm talking so long, they're shutting the lights down on me.
It's unbelievable.
So I'll finish with this with you then. Okay, so you are here with Zac, and what was it about Zac, his philosophy, his energy, and his background that made you want to come work with him here at Cincinnati?
Yeah, so first and foremost, he's a good guy, you know, and he's a smart guy. You know, when we were together in Miami, you know, detailed, always energetic with the quarterbacks, and, you know, we'd get together a bunch of times and talk ball before early in the week. Hey, what are these guys trying to do against you? And because his office was right down the hall from mine, so you know, it was always easy to do, and you know, he's always a guy that you wanted to be around. Just an overall good guy. So excited to be working with him again, for sure.